Just to let you know, this video will contain spoilers. It's been about 3 years since the last season of Arcane. The new season will also be released in 3 acts, each a week apart, which I'm perfectly fine with. It allows us to fully savor the breathtaking animation of a show that reportedly cost $250 million to create. Season 1 concluded with Jinx's devastating rocket attack, and the story resumes immediately in the bloody aftermath. Several council members have been killed, which is especially tragic since moments earlier, they had voted on whether to make peace with Zaun, the poverty-stricken underside of Piltover. This audacious attack effectively halts any peace negotiations, and much of the next 3 episodes focus on how Piltover will respond. On one hand, there's Mel Medarda, who believes the attack was solely Jinx's doing, arguing that all of Zaun shouldn't suffer for the actions of one individual. On the other side, council members like Salo are determined to crush any hint of resistance. By the end of episode 3, Jinx devises a brilliant plan to reroute the city's vents, originally used to release toxic fumes, known as the Grey, into Zaun. Given the death of her mother in a toxic attack, you can understand her desire to change the system. Caitlin receives a key containing various schematics that reveal the Kierman family originally designed these pipes as a way to manage factory pollution. This showcases the harsh reality of Piltover's elites, who not only exploit the lower class but also send poison their way. Caitlin, who joined forces with Vi in Season 1 to investigate the illegal shimmer trade, a drug ravaging Zaun streets, finds herself deep in this conflict. Vi's pursuit of justice brings her closer to Jinx, even though they are sisters, complicating matters due to their past bond. When Vi finally has the chance to kill her sister, she hesitates, allowing a little girl named Isha to get in the way. The parallels between Isha and Jinx are hard to miss. Just as Vi protected Jinx as a child, Jinx now protects this girl. It's ironic that Vi was about to kill the person she spent most of her life protecting. With Isha in the way, Vi blocks Caitlin's shot, which has the potential to destroy their relationship. Caitlin, consumed by her desire for vengeance against the woman who killed her mother, is willing to risk the life of a child. Their romance takes a literal hit when Caitlin, overwhelmed by frustration, lashes out. Additionally, in this scene, the chamber holding back the toxic gas is emblazoned with a symbol of Janna, a champion known for her wind abilities in League of Legends. Meanwhile, in the chaos, Sevica, former right-hand woman, now aligned with Jinx, triggers a series of bombs, causing debris to separate Caitlin and Vi from Jinx, allowing her to escape. This moment is mirrored in the stark contrast between the Season 1 and Season 2 posters, one showing Vi holding young Jinx, also known as Powder, and the other showing Jinx holding Vi. In the aftermath of the attack, the council members gather to hear the words of Ambessa Medarda. Though not a council member herself, Ambessa carries significant weight, hailing from Noxus, a powerful empire known for its brutal expansionist policies. Ambessa believes it's time to fight back. This includes declaring martial law and appointing a general to oversee the destruction of the enemy. The person she has in mind is Caitlin Carmen. Caitlin comes from a noble house, and her resolve has always been strong. However, the most compelling reason for suggesting Caitlin is that for her, this fight is deeply personal. Her mother died because of Jinx, but there may be something else behind Ambessa's motives. We learn that she was responsible for the Memorial Day attack in Episode 1. She wants war between Piltover and Zaun, and is willing to go as far as orchestrating attacks to bend the council to her will. But what are her true motivations? We know someone is trying to kill her, and I have a strong suspicion about who that is. At the beginning of Episode 3, a trade merchant named Amara attempts to kill Ambessa, revealing 3 crucial details. First, Ambessa has stolen something. This could be the real reason she traveled to Piltover, to hide from a greater threat. It might also be a reference to Hextech, the magical technology capable of creating weapons like Jace's Mercury Cannon or Vi's gauntlets. Whoever these individuals are, they know exactly what Ambessa is after in Piltover, and it's likely Hextech technology. In Season 1, we learned that Ambessa's son, Kino, was killed by a powerful man whom Kino had offended. This mystery man could potentially overpower the Martas, so Ambessa made her way to Piltover, hoping to acquire weaponized hextech to level the playing field. This is why the assassin warns that they cannot allow Ambessa to acquire it.
We know what you're chasing in Piltover. We will not allow it.
The mention of the Black Rose suggests that the person, or organization, coming after Ambessa is LeBlanc or the Black Rose Cabal, a secret group based in Noxus that uses dark magic to influence Noxian politics. The Black Rose Cabal sees Ambessa's actions in Piltover as a direct threat to their power and influence, and they are determined to stop her. At the same time, Mel Marta, Ambessa's daughter, keeps tabs on her mother through a network of spies. Mel was essentially ostracized from the family for being considered too weak.
Why did you do it?
Because you weakened me.
The Medarda values strength through conquest, but Mel and her brother Kino preferred a more diplomatic and strategic approach. In the Act 1 finale, Mel and her assistant Allura are attacked by the same mysterious entity. Ambessa was present, wielding a power that takes control of Allura while revealing their true name. It's possible that whoever controls Mel aims to use her against Ambessa, who holds family in the highest regard.
You have no inkling what family is to me. Never speak ill of my family.
Meanwhile, Jace, Heimerdinger, and Echo investigate an unusual corruption found on the leaves of a tree within a hidden sanctuary. This corruption matches that seen on plants used in experiments with the Hex Core, a rune that can alter organic matter. The hope was that it could cure Victor's disease. Jace and the others wonder if the overuse of hextech, which blends magic and technology, is causing this corruption. Why else would it appear on a tree deep underground? Their investigation leads them beneath the Hexgate, where they discover remnants of the spreading corruption. They theorize that the corruption was spreading through nearby water and ventilation ducts, eventually reaching the tree. As they continued their investigation, the world around them suddenly turned white, as if they were being pulled into another magical dimension. Jace tried to smash a mysterious sphere, but upon doing so, he was overwhelmed by visions of his past, specifically, the night his mother collapsed in a snowstorm and they were saved by a cloaked figure. A brief glimpse of this cloaked figure holding the sphere suggests a possible connection to Victor. Could Victor's powers extend beyond healing, involving manipulation of space and time? As for where Heimerdinger, Echo, and Jace have ended up, it appears they may have entered a different dimension fueled by arcane magic. Lastly, the story of Singed and Warwick continues to unfold, often separate from the main plot. In the final moments of each episode, Singed can be seen experimenting on Warwick, injecting his own blood into Warwick's chambers filled with transformative chemicals. Observant viewers will notice a locket Singed holds, possibly containing a picture of his daughter, whom many suspect could be Oriana, a girl transformed into a being of clockwork. As for Warwick, clues suggest he may be a mix of wild wolves and the body of Vander. There are several clues hinting at this connection. In Season 1, during one of Jinx's hallucinations, wolf-like drawings can be seen surrounding her body. In the very first episode, Vander is referred to as the Hound of the Underground.
So you're Vander.
Hound of the Underground.
Though many think of Warwick as no more than a beast buried beneath the fur-lies, the mind of a man, a gangster who put down his blade and took up a new name to live a better life, but no matter how hard he tried to move on, he could never escape the sins of the past. The conclusion of Act 1 was intense, with multiple storylines branching out in unexpected ways. But what do you think will happen next? Share your thoughts and theories in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe.